When Xiao Long heard the word bet, his eyes lit up. Everyone shook their heads helplessly. Xiao Long will always be like this, addicted to gambling. What bet? Let's bet that Xiao Yan can challenge and win. How about? Xiao Li raised his eyebrows and said slowly. Xiao Long's gambling personality was tightly held by him. I also want to bet on Xiao Yan to win, but he is only in the middle stage now. Is it possible to win a late stage? A level gap. Aren't you cheating on me? Xiao Long roared, and those elders who opposed Xiao Yan's early naturalization were secretly happy in their hearts. Xiao Li was the principal, and Xiao Long was the third elder. His temper was particularly grumpy. If it weren't for the clan rules, they didn't want to offend these two. Now it's okay. If Xiao Yan can't beat him by himself, no one has anything to say. Did you lose the bet on Xiao Yan? Xiao Li spread out his hands and said with a slightly sneer. The elders looked at Xiao Long and Xiao Li in front of them and shook their heads helplessly. Is this still an elder? I actually made a bet. You humph. Xiao Long snorted, shook his hand, and strode away. That's it. Let's adjourn the meeting. Xiao Li laughed and waved his hand. After the elders adjourned the meeting, in a room, an elder of the Xiao clan sat in it, and beside the elder stood a young man with a strange expression on his face. Ancestor, that's Xiao Yan. Do you want to abolish him? The young man bowed down coldly and drew a stroke in his hand, which meant to kill. The elder held him back angrily. Don't do anything stupid, you kid. He is now the first genius of the Xiao family, and even Xiao Qi can't keep up with him. If you kill him, aren't you looking for death? The elder said fiercely, then gave a sneer and said, but today my plan was a perfect success. If he wants to enter the clan in advance, he must challenge a clan that is one level higher than him. It is a good opportunity to kill him by mistake. If you miss it, it's not easy to pursue it in this way. Wouldn't it be wonderful? The young man's face changed, and he nodded to the elder, but he had another thought in his heart. At this time in the tower, Xiao Yan had been practicing for a night, and Xiao Yan had used the burning determination in his body a lot more skillfully. Without the initial sentimentality, every time Xiao Yan's body operated, there was a roar, and this sound slowly floated in the qi refining layer. After several more burning decisions, Xiao Yan nodded in satisfaction and slowly opened his eyes. After a night of circulating burning and determination, Xiao Yan's breath became hot in his body. This should be brought about by this complete burning and determination. You can absorb the pill. Xiao Yan licked his lips and muttered softly to himself. With a shock of light in his hand, a jade bottle appeared in Xiao Yan's hand, and the qi refining layer was suddenly filled with danxian. These imperial pills were naturally refined by Xiao Long for Xiao Yan. According to Xiao Long, these are all pills that help cultivation. I don't know if I can reach the peak of the mid-stage of the one-star emperor after absorption. Xiao Yan can't help but have some expectations in his heart. Xiao Yan looked at the pill filled with huge energy in the jade bottle and couldn't help swallowing. There were 5 imperial pills in the jade bottle. Xiao Yan carefully poured one out of the jade bottle and put in his palm. A kind of power suddenly filled Xiao Yan's body. With a gentle wave of the palm of his hand, the pill suddenly turned into a ray of light and entered Xiao Yan's mouth. As soon as it entered Xiao Yan's mouth, a huge amount of energy suddenly surged from the sky. Xiao Yan quickly twitched the energy to wrap it in, slowly absorbing it. Xiao Yan's breath also surged upward at a rapid rate. Under the joint refining of Xiao Yan's vindictiveness and chaos Xingyan, it didn't last long. Xiao Yan's original soaring breath slowly slowed down. The imperial pill simply couldn't meet Xiao Yan's needs now. Xiao Yan had to give a wry smile helplessly. Now the energy he needs to improve is too huge. After thinking no more, he poured out a Dipin pill from the jade bottle and put it in his mouth. Xiao Yan found that the energy of the second one seemed to be more intense than the first one. While Xiao Yan was practicing, the power in the qi refining layer poured in again, and a powerful sense of oppression suddenly swept across Xiao Yan's body. But when this feeling of oppression came together, an inexplicable energy was also produced in Xiao Yan's body. This energy was extremely rich, and Xiao Yan's vindictiveness was tempered at an extremely slow speed. The vindictiveness that originally filled all the meridians of Xiao Yan's body also became more and more pervasive as Xiao Yan gradually absorbed Daipen pill and this inexplicable and rich energy. With each absorption, a ray of light will burst into the connection between the meridians, and each meridian seems to expand a small circle with Xiao Yan's absorption. After a while, Xiao Yan had absorbed the second one. At the rate of Xiao Yan's absorption, I am afraid that these 5 imperial pills will not last for a few hours. Soon, Xiao Yan had already refined and absorbed the 4th emperor pill, but there was no shadow of the peak of the midterm emperor Yixing, and Xiao Yan had to smile bitterly. It seems that the energy requirements needed for promotion are still too underestimated. Xiao Yan reluctantly poured out the last pill. As soon as the pill was in his heart, Xiao Yan discovered the difference between this pill. The energy of this pill was much stronger than any of the previous 4, and Xiao Yan's eyes suddenly wiped a ray of light. Is this the second product of the Emperor? Xiao Yan was a little surprised. The Emperor's product is the Emperor's product. Although the Emperor's second product is only 1 product away from the Emperor's first product, the gap between the two is very large. The pill of the Emperor's second product is also rare among the Xiao clan. Unexpectedly, Xiao Long also refined a pill of the Emperor's second product for him. The energy of this Emperor's second product is so strong. I don't know if this one will work. Xiao Yan felt the power of this energy. Although he already knew that if he wanted to reach the midterm peak, I was afraid that this Emperor's second pill would not be enough. But he still couldn't help but ignite a glimmer of hope to hit the midterm peak of the 1-star Emperor. Xiao Yan immediately swallowed this Emperor's second pill into his abdomen. The energy of the Emperor's second pill is really not comparable to that of the Emperor. A powerful energy swept in, and Xiao Yan's body exploded with a bang. The energy suddenly exploded, and the fluctuations in energy rippled in circles like ripples on the water. With the melting of the energy of the pill, the strange power of the qi refining layer poured in again, stronger than before. And the inexplicable energy reappeared in Xiao Yan's body, as if it had changed with the strength of the pill's energy. In general, Xiao Yan's vindictiveness was tempered at a slower speed than just now, repeating the process of absorbing the 4 imperial pills just now. This time, Xiao Yan's refining time was many times longer than the medicinal time of the previous emperor's products. At this time, the surface of the meridians in Xiao Yan's body seemed to be mixed with a trace of thunder and lightning, and powerful energy roared in the meridians. The pill of the emperor's second product is really different. When the last ray of energy poured into Xiao Yan's meridians like a rushing river, Xiao Yan's body suddenly shook, as if a phantom rippled slowly on the surface of Xiao Yan's body, and a muffled sound came slowly. The peak period, I didn't expect it. Xiao Yan slowly opened his eyes, and an unprecedented wave of energy rippled in his eyes. After absorbing the pill of the first of the 4 emperors and the pill of the second of the emperor, given by Xiao Long, Xiao Yan successfully entered the peak of the mid-stage of the 1-star emperor, and it was only 1 step away from the later stage of the 1-star emperor. Xiao Yan pursed his lips, stood up, and there was a crackling sound between his bones. This kind of promotion feels so cool.